Struggling to remember new English words? It's not your fault. Your brain just hates boring word lists. Welcome to Earworm English. Today, we'll show you how to grow your vocabulary the smart way by using real-life context, emotions, and everyday moments instead of memorizing. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're ready to make learning fun. Quick question, what's the weirdest or most fun way you've ever learned a new word? Maybe from a movie, meme, or mistake? Share it below! Stay till the end, your English is about to level up.
Okay, let's talk word lists. Ugh. Does anyone else just stare at them and feel their brain shutting down?
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of just trying to cram words in, it rarely works long term.
Exactly. So what if there was a way to learn English words, maybe even thousands, almost, effortlessly? Sounds good, right?
It does. And that's what we're diving into today. We're looking at a different approach. How our brains actually like to learn and remember new stuff, new words.
Yeah, forget the boring drills for a minute. We're pulling from some ideas about how memory works, basically.
And our goal really is to help you find some practical, maybe even fun ways to grow your English vocabulary.
Ways that actually stick, without that rote memorization pain.
So first off, why don't those traditional lists work so well for most people?
Well, our brains are kind of picky, aren't they? They like things that are emotional or funny or visual.
Or connected to real life, definitely. Abstract lists of words just don't have that hook.
Right. Think about a word like ubiquitous. You might see it written down, definition next to it. Meh.
Yeah, easily forgotten. But what if, say, your teacher used it to describe, I don't know, squirrels on campus, and everyone laughed?
Totally. Suddenly it's linked to a memory, an image, a feeling. That's what makes it memorable. It's the context and that little, spark.
Precisely. And that leads straight into the idea of learning words where they naturally live, in context.
So not on a sterile list, but out in the wild.
Exactly. When you're watching your favorite English-speaking YouTubers.
Oh, yeah. You're just chilling, watching something you enjoy.
And they use a word you don't know. But because you're engaged, you might actually pause, look it up. You're curious.
That curiosity is key, isn't it? Makes it so much stickier than just being forced to learn it.
Uh-huh. And it's not just YouTube. Think about English meme pages.
Okay. So some of those are pretty clever.
Right. The way they play with language, it can be really creative. And because it's funny, you remember it. That emotional reaction again.
Okay, here's a thought. Maybe a bit weird. What if you, texted a friend only in English for a day?
Ooh, interesting. I may be awkward at first.
Yeah, probably some funny mistakes. But think about how much you'd have to search for words, how actively you'd be trying to communicate something real.
You're putting the effort in because you want to be understood. That active use, driven by a real need or feeling, that's powerful.
So it all comes back to that link, doesn't it? Emotion and memory. If something makes you feel something funny, interesting, even a bit frustrated,
the words connected to that feeling just lodge themselves in your brain better.
Which kind of brings us to the idea of a word journal, but maybe not the type you're thinking of.
Right, not just word definition sentence. More personal.
Yeah, connecting the new word to something that actually happened to you, or a really specific feeling, or even just a random thought you had.
Okay, give me an example. Say the word awkward.
Instead of just writing uncomfortable or embarrassing, you could write, awkward. That time I waved enthusiastically at someone who wasn't looking at me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. That specific kind of cringy memory makes awkward way more vivid and, unforgettable.
Exactly. But just finding these words and feeling them isn't quite enough, is it? It's like passive learning.
No, you're right. You got to use them. Active use is really crucial for making them permanent. Otherwise, they just fade away.
It's like meeting someone interesting but never speaking to them again. You'll forget their name pretty fast.
So true. You need to actually interact with the word, put it to work.
So what are some easy ways people can start doing that? Like right away?
Well, loads of simple things. Even just saying the new word out loud a few times. Hear yourself use it.
Okay, yeah. Or try writing a sentence with it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just try.
Maybe send a voice note to a friend and consciously try to slip the word in naturally. It takes a bit more effort, but really helps.
Ooh, I like that. And maybe a little challenge. Try using, say, 2 or 3 new words in your next Instagram caption or social media post.
Yeah. That pushes you to think about how it fits in a real context, how other people will understand it. It's active practice.
So wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems to be ditch the painful memorization, right?
Yeah, forget forcing it. Embrace learning words through like real life, things you actually do and feel.
Connect them to emotions, find them in context, and then the important part, actively use them yourself.
And it's important to remember, if you struggled with vocabulary before, it probably wasn't you.
Good point. It might just be that the methods you were told to use, like those boring lists,
they just don't mesh well with how your brain actually prefers to learn things. It's not a personal failing. It's the method's mismatch.
Totally. So here's something for you listening to think about. Which of these ideas we talked about actually sounds kind of interesting or doable for you?
Maybe just pick one. One strategy, or even just one new word you encountered recently.
Yeah, and just try it. Try using that word today in a text, in a comment. Just say it out loud when you're thinking. See what happens.
You might be surprised how much better it sticks this time around.